The expectation was that Bronny James would be the ultimate success story of modern sports, a young prince developing under the wing of his legendary father in the bright lights of Los Angeles. But the reality is a story of meritocracy versus marketing that has finally reached a breaking point in January 2026. On January 20, 2026, the NBA world was left in a state of utter confusion when the official All-Star voting results revealed that Bronny James, a second-year guard averaging 1.5 points per game, actually received starter votes from his own peers. While the internet laughed at the troll votes, the real industry drama was heating up behind the scenes. This wasn't just a funny ballot error. It was the catalyst for a series of leaked reports and front office frustrations that suggest Bronny's time in a Lakers jersey is rapidly coming to an end. We have to ask the three questions that the Lakers organization is desperately trying to bury. Why did a bombshell ESPN report reveal that Jeanie Buss felt LeBron was ungrateful for the organization drafting Bronny in the first place? How did the signing of a 10-day contract guard, Kobe Bufkin, signal that Bronny has officially lost his spot in the rotation? And what do the trade receipts say about a ruthless multi-team deal that would send Bronny to Portland just to save the Lakers' defense? Today, we are following the All-Star ballots, the internal memos, and the G League flight logs to reveal how Bronny James became the most controversial asset in the NBA. To understand the weight of this drama, we have to look at the second most surprising factor first, the All-Star ballot scandal that exposed a rift in how players view the system. According to the official tallies released on January 20, 2026, 2 NBA players used their 25% voting stake to name Bronny James a starter for the 2026 All-Star Game in the Intuit Dome. To put that in perspective, per the analysis from the Times of India, Bronny is currently shuffling between the main roster and the South Bay Lakers, averaging less than 2 points in roughly 7 minutes of play. While fans often take the blame for popularity contests, this was a player-on-player move. Insiders are calling it peak trolling, a direct mockery of the clutch sports influence that many players feel has compromised the integrity of roster spots in Los Angeles. This viral moment didn't just embarrass the league, it put a target on Bronny's back. It highlighted the fact that while he is a teammate to some, he is seen as a gimmick to others who are actually fighting for their careers. Now, we get to the most shocking point of this entire saga, the ungrateful allegation from the Jeanie Buss bombshell. According to an explosive ESPN investigation by Baxter Holmes published on January 21, 2026, the relationship between Lakers governor Jeanie Buss and LeBron James is at an all-time low, and Bronny is at the center of the storm. The report alleges that Buss privately remarked that LeBron should have been grateful that the organization used the 55th overall pick on his son as a goodwill gesture. Instead, she reportedly felt that LeBron viewed the move as an obligation rather than a favor. While Jeanie quickly went on the record with The Athletic to claim her bond with LeBron hasn't fractured, the industry receipts suggest otherwise. The report details years of internal family infighting and frustration over LeBron's outsized ego. If the governor of the team feels that the drafting of Bronny was a wasted gift that wasn't appreciated, it explains why the front office is no longer protecting Bronny's spot on the bench. The third point we must address is the Kobe Bufkin threat and the reality of the Lakers' rotation. On January 13, 2026, the Lakers made a move that many viewed as the beginning of the end for Bronny's development minutes. They signed G League star and former first-round pick Kobe Bufkin to a 10-day contract. According to reports from Lake Show Life, Bufkin has been dominating for the South Bay Lakers, the very team Bronny is supposed to be leading. By bringing in a real guard to provide stability, Rob Pelinka effectively admitted that Bronny isn't ready for the association. The industry reality is that the Lakers are currently built around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. They need defense-first guards who can hit spot-up threes. Bronny, who has struggled with a sub-25% field goal percentage in some stretches, simply doesn't fit that championship mold. The hot seat is no longer warm, it's scorching. As we move into the fourth and fifth factors of this industry play, we see the ruthless trade proposal that has dominated the forums this week. According to an insider framework floated by Sam Quinn and reported by Fadeaway World on January 15, 2026, the Lakers are exploring a trade that would send Bronny James, Rui Hachimura, and Dalton Knecht to the Portland Trail Blazers in exchange for defensive stalwarts Robert Williams III and Matisse Thybulle. This deal is being described as a clean, almost brutal pivot point. Trading Bronny would have been unthinkable 6 months ago when LeBron was the undisputed face of the franchise. But in 2026, with LeBron's future uncertain and the team desperate to protect the rim for Luka, Bronny has become a financial filler. The industry subtext is loud and clear. The Lakers are ready to untangle themselves from emotional attachments. Portland, which already houses multiple Clutch-affiliated players, is seen as a soft landing spot where Bronny can develop without the Los Angeles microscope. The sixth point involves the viral hoaxes and the privacy war that Bronny is fighting off-court. In late 2025 and early 2026, Bronny was the target of a massive viral hoax, claiming he was expecting a child with his girlfriend, Parker Whitefield. According to a fact check by the Times of India on December 17, 2025, the rumor was a complete fabrication designed to divert engagement during a period when Bronny was struggling on the court. This followed an earlier DM drama involving influencer Alice Rosenblum, who tried to expose Bronny for cheating, only for it to be revealed that he had actually left her on red. The industry takeaway here is that Bronny is being hunted by clout chasers. Every minor action is being weaponized to create LeBron-adjacent content. This drama tax is something the Lakers front office is reportedly tired of paying. When your 15th man on the bench brings more TMZ headlines than PPG, the value proposition changes. Furthermore, we must look at the financial dead end of Bronny's contract. According to SpotTrack, Bronny is in the second year of a 4-year, $7.8 million deal. While $4.3 million was guaranteed at signing, only $1.2 million of his 2026-27 salary is currently protected. Per the contract notes, that salary doesn't become fully guaranteed until June 29, 2026. This gives the Lakers a kill switch. If they don't see a significant leap in his G League performance by the end of this season, they can effectively cut him or trade him without a massive dead cap hit. The receipts show that Bronny's career earnings have already eclipsed $3 million. But in the "what have you done for me lately" world of the NBA, that money is starting to look like a legacy payment rather than a basketball investment. The impact of this saga on the Lakers' locker room cannot be overstated. With Luka Doncic leading the league in scoring and JJ Redick showing visible frustration with the team's off-ball awareness, there is no room for a development project that requires special treatment. According to team sources, the Luka-LeBron paradox has made the environment tense. Luka wants to win now. LeBron wants to play with his son. The Lakers front office wants to save their $10 billion valuation. Bronny is the casualty of these competing interests. When JJ Redick plays two-way players over a drafted guard, it sends a message to the entire league. The James family privilege has reached its limit. In summary, the Bronny James drama is a case study of the perception versus reality of being a legacy athlete. We saw how a player with limited stats received all-star votes from peers as a joke, how his own team's governor allegedly felt his father was ungrateful that the organization used the 55th overall pick on his son, and how a ruthless trade is being prepared to ship him out of town before the deadline. The industry takeaway is clear. Bronny James is a talented young man caught in a professional machine that no longer has the patience to wait for him to grow. He is currently the most emotionally charged inclusion in trade talks, and the reasons have everything to do with the power shift happening in Los Angeles. As the February 5th trade deadline approaches, the Bronny James story serves as a warning about the dangers of mixing family and franchise. Whether he ends up in Portland, stays in the G League, or becomes part of a blockbuster LeBron farewell deal, the superior reality is that Bronny is finally having to stand on his own 2 feet. The prince is being asked to earn his crown in a kingdom that is already looking for its next king. If you want to understand the deeper games being played behind the scenes of these legacy trades and the secret scouting reports that show Bronny's true standing among NBA scouts, you need to know how the rest of the league is preparing for the 2026 offseason. To get the full picture of how money, manipulation, and viral PR are rewriting the history of the Lakers, you have to see our breakdown of the other industry secrets that the mainstream media is too afraid to touch. We have the agency logs and the scouting receipts that show who is actually being blacklisted in the draft process. Make sure to check out the Court Vision Rope Industry Secrets playlist as your essential next step to understanding how the game is really played. This is where we show you the reality behind the troll votes. Click into the playlist now and see the truth before the next viral headline distracts you.